Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm going to be starting some studio vlogs over the next coming weeks just to try and keep myself accountable to getting in the art studio and getting some art created and some work done. Today is Monday, and the most important plan for today is that I want to clean the art studio. Over the summer, I didn't get a lot of time in the art studio to be creating, but when I did get down into the art studio, I did whatever was like inspiring me that I needed to finish whatever I was commissioned for, whatever, in that moment, and then got out of there because my little kiddos were always wanting my attention. And so the art studio became quite a disaster over the summer. It really needs to be reorganized. It really needs to be cleaned. I'd also really like to get all the stuff off the far wall, and I want to paint it so that it feels a little bit more inviting. Now that the space is a little bit bigger, it just doesn't feel as homey in there. It doesn't feel as inspiring or as creative. It just feels like a basement now. So my main goal is to try and get the art studio to feel more like a creative space. So I want to start the ball rolling on that. That's my first goal today. Clean the art studio. And then for my last goal, depending on the timing of the day, I have some commissions I have to get started. That's the plan for this week. Yeah, we're just gonna try to go along for the ride and see what we can do. Oh boy, here we go. We've been working in the art studio for a little under an hour. As you can see, it is dark down here, which is part of the reason why I'd like to get some more lighting, especially if I'm going to continue doing studio vlogs. I know, like, I'm a little dark. I want to get some more lights, and I want to get one of those like partition things to block off because this is my furnace. I feel like that's a huge reason why this feels like a basement. There's just like exposed house stuff everywhere, and the walls are concrete, kind of dungeony. I did originally paint the ceiling, as you can see up here, but when I originally set up the studio, it was a lot smaller. So now that it's bigger, half the ceiling isn't painted, and I don't think that I'm gonna do that because that was like the hardest job in the world, and I did it before I had all the stuff in here, and the paint got everywhere. I'm probably not going to do that again. And like the wall was covered in furniture. That's like the biggest difference, is that all my furniture is over there and the room is exposed concrete blocks, and I think that that's what makes it feel the way that it feels. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to take this wall here and paint it. And then the other thing I'd like to do is something with this floor. So I don't necessarily know if I'm gonna try and paint the floor or if I'm just gonna get another like area rug. I did have an area rug saved on my Amazon wish list that I'd like to get down here, but it's like $100. That's $100. The partition is $100. The light that I want to get in here is $150. Like, it's expensive. I've got to sell, sorry, my cats like to play with the curtains. I've got to sell some art before I can invest in that stuff, and that just means that a couple of my videos are going to be dark. We're getting there. You know, the most important thing to do is to start, and we're starting. Everybody say hello to my baby Pookie. Hi, Pookie. Yeah, hi. They always love to climb up here, and they like to climb all the way up to the hutch and get into the ceiling. That's their favorite place to be. But right now she's just overseeing while making sure that I'm working hard, huh? Is that what you're doing? Huh? Yeah. That's my good girl. Hey guys, so it is about 1:30. I had some lunch, but I actually got a call from a friend who is having like a mental health moment, and I ended up being on the phone with him for a while. If you're watching this, I hope you're feeling better. But so I am going to have some caffeine, eat a little bit of a snack, and watch a YouTube video to like kind of get back into the moment. And then I have to get the kids in like an hour and a half. So like today zoomed by, but I did bring the vacuum down, and I'm hoping to at least get the rest of the art studio cleaned well enough. I'd really like to create something because I'm just like tired of cleaning and feeling stressed out, but we're gonna keep pushing through. And worst case scenario, I have an easy project that I might do for today that probably whip up really quickly, so hopefully we'll get to that. After taking a little bit of time to kind of try and relax and, you know, watch a YouTube video and decompress a little bit, I realized that I'm like still really overwhelmed. I'm gonna do a project instead. I bought this crazy nightgown from a thrift store a couple months ago, and if you can't see, it has kitties on it. I don't want it to be a nightgown, so I'm actually gonna make it like a crop sweater. So I'm gonna do that, and then all I gotta do is cut the bottom off and hem it, and it'll be done, and that'll be a nice easy win. So let's do that together, huh? Now that I have it on my body, which I didn't try it on before I bought it, it is a little tight. The sleeves specifically, they're too short. So I think I'm going to actually maybe deconstruct. This is going to be a bigger project than I was hoping it would be. Deconstruct the sleeve, add a little panel in there from the leftover fabric, hem the bottom, which it's a little short. Maybe I'll add lace on the bottom. That would be cute. Maybe I think I have a purple lace. I don't know. I'll check it. I think I want to cut the collar off too, because it's like but then I could put lace on the bottom of the sleeves that would match whatever's on the bottom. That would be cute, right? Yeah, let's see what we can do. So it's almost 3 o'clock, which means I have to go pick up my kids, which means unfortunately my workday is over, but what was supposed to be a simple project isn't that how it always works. I'll have to come back to it tomorrow, but I'm actually really excited because the one sleeve turned out to be like, I don't know how to make clothes. I just like look like I know how to make clothes, but now it has like a wide, like almost bell-bottomy type of wrist to it, and I'm kind of digging it. I can't wait to try it on, but I want to look through my lace and see if I can find anything to go on the bottom. I don't know. If it's wide, I probably won't put lace on the sleeve, but we'll see. And the neckline, I think I'm gonna have to adjust it a little bit because it still feels a little bit tight on my neck even without the collar bit. Thanks for coming along with me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oof. It's fine. I guess we'll take my hair out. Ow! Hi! Good morning. Good morning. It's Tuesday. I'm excited. We're just gonna try to chug along. So the most important things that we want to do today, I'm gonna finish this, so I have a nice easy win under my belt, and we're gonna finish cleaning the art studio, and then I guess we'll see how much time we have left. So a change of plans, like always. As I was getting started to work today, my phone told me that it was out of storage. So I had to upload all of the videos that I got from yesterday's vlog, and then I started editing them down, and now it's almost 11 o'clock. And after looking at these videos, I'm not happy with my appearance today. So I'm gonna go freshen up, put some makeup on, get dressed, and then we're gonna come down and tackle the rest of this shirt. Okay. A little bit of ponytails, a little bit of makeup, style my clothes, a little more presentable. Sorry, sometimes I just get so excited about creating that I like don't want to do anything else, and I think that's gonna be my biggest struggle with like having studio vlogs, is making myself presentable every day. I mean, I love dressing up, but it takes a lot of time sometimes, and that's time I could be down here. So we're gonna get started now. We're gonna finish the other sleeve, and I want to pick out some laces for the bottom of this, and we'll see what happens. For some reason, when I stitched this one, it didn't line up. It's lined up on this side, but it's not on this side, and now I'm worried that like it's a square and I did the wrong, or rectangle and I did the wrong sides. I don't know, we're gonna put it on the thing and see what it looks like, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna do over here because the light, I'm trying with the lights. Yeah, it's shadows. Maybe this side? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so here we have the, right, so this is our guy. This is our beauty. Maybe can I raise you? Hi, yeah. Okay, all right. So I have a lot of lace because they make a lot of Lolita inspired outfits. And Lolita's, if you're not familiar, it's a Japanese street style fashion, and it is very particular about quality. I have a lot of lace. I buy as much lace as I can. I have a distributor over in Lancaster that I like to order from, things like that, because they have to have like crazy amounts of lace. And I have to die. I need a stand for I need so many things to make this work, but we're trying our best. Anyway, lace, right. I have some options here that I'm considering, and so this one I have just a little bit of. It's not going to be enough to like make a skirt out of, so this would be a good option. It's also a little rougher, and it has that generic flower pattern in it that Lolitas don't like, but it is scalloped on both sides, which means it's not a lace that would be tucked inside. It should be on the outside, and I could theoretically like maybe fold it over and then gather it to create, because it's a little wide, and then it would have a little bit more dimension, and then stitched underneath. It seems to be very close to the same exact color as this bottom color, which you can't see because my lighting is terrible, but this is shiny and this is matte, so I'm not entirely convinced on that one yet, although I am leaning in that direction. The next one that I have is this one, which doesn't have that generic pattern on it, but it's very stiff and uncomfortable, and I only have like maybe a yard of it. So I don't even know if I have enough to go around this guy, especially to ruffle it, because it's gotta, you know, it's gotta have a little bit of a ruffle to it. It's also very wide, but this would be a lace that would tuck underneath. See how it has a heavy bottom on it, and it's pretty close to the pink that is in here, so it would like tie that color down. It's not exactly the same shade. This is a little bit darker, but with the distance, I think that I would get away with it. So I think what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna ruffle this and see if I have enough to go the entire length of the bodice. And if not, maybe just the front half, because the back half doesn't need to be any longer. So maybe just the front half. I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can get this to work. And if not, I definitely have enough of this to go around the body. For those of you who like to sew Lolita inspired things or things with lots of ruffles in them, one of my favorite things that a friend of mine bought for me a long time ago is a ruffle foot. This is actually for I think the Singer brand, and I have a Brother sewing machine now, so it's like not technically this compatible, but I get it to work on my Brother machine because this is like expensive to replace. Like it's like $60 or something like that. This thing has saved my life over and over and over again. Like it makes ruffling so much easier, and it has like different guides on there as if you like want a tighter ruffle versus like a further spread out ruffle. So I'm going to use this on this lace. I'm going to do a further spread out ruffle instead of a tight ruffle. And yeah, let's see how it goes. Since this is not specifically for the brand of sewing machine that I have to be really careful whenever I sew with it, and it always breaks my needles. So that will probably happen, and if it does, then, you know, we'll change the needle, and that's it. As I suspected, it's maybe 4 inches too short, which is very disappointing because it looks so cute. Oh, so what I could do is I could stretch out the ruffle a little bit so that it would match the length, then we just won't have as much dimension. I think I may do that in the back half, so that way the front half is still nice and ruffly, and the back half the back half could be a little bit straighter, because like who cares how the back looks, I guess. It looks cute. I like it a lot. I'm super happy with how this is turning out, but I'm looking at this neckline and not confident on what to do to adjust this neckline. There is not a shoulder seam in this fabric. It's just a straight panel. Sorry. Saying sorry to my mannequin like it's mad at me. It's okay. You're good. Anyway, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just try and cut off just a little bit to make this wider, but I don't want to like cut into the design at all. So I don't want to cut down into it, just to get like this little triangle bit off. It'll make it a little bit wider, and I'm hoping that way it'll sit on my body a little bit better instead of being so snug. And then try to maybe roll hem, and we'll see what it looks like after that. And if it still feels too snug, then I'll just cut a thing in the back and put a button in it. That's the plan. The neckline is much better, and it didn't obscure the picture at all, which is great. Oh yeah, and I love the sleeves. Not so bad. All right, let's finish cleaning the studio. At this point, I would consider the art studio clean, but I'd like to paint the wall. Now it is almost 2 o'clock, which means I have to get my kids in less than an hour. So I'm not gonna have time to tackle that today, but we're gonna do it tomorrow for sure. And like I do have to get all the stuff out of that window well. Yesterday I saw a fairly large spider in there. And although it looked like a daddy long legs, like not a scary spider, it was well fed. And I don't want to remove it because like it's well fed for a reason. Like it's killing all the like other stuff in the basement here. But he's not gonna be very happy with me painting. So I don't know, I don't see him up there now, but he's up there somewhere, unless my cat's got him. I think that'll be fun. I've been trying to like move the camera around the room so I can see like where the best lighting is right now, because right now I just have like a center bulb in the middle of the place. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, I just wanted to pop in and say thanks for watching my video. I know I look drastically different, but this went a whole different way than I was expecting it to originally. I'd like to do studio vlogs where there are a whole week of me in the studio, but because of the project that I did, this vlog ended up turning out to be a little bit more involved than I was expecting it to, and I thought that it was best to kind of like end it here and then make the rest of the week a different vlog. I'm not entirely sure how this is gonna go yet. I'm still trying to figure it out, but keep checking in on my accounts here for some more studio vlogs and some more things that I'm creating. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to check out the next studio vlog to see what keeps going on in the art studio for me, and keep each other accountable to keep creating. See you in the next one.